Welcome, everyone, to a great Sunday night with the NBA here on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan, along with Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony. On the sidelines, it's David Aldridge. Now is the time of the season when a lot of rookies start to hit that rookie wall, but these young men have been spectacular all season long. They show no signs of slowing down. With that in mind, here are the top rookies who all have a chance at the Rookie of the Year. You look at Dillingham, he's been up there with the best of the class, and at number 4 on their list, you know he's performed at a very high level all season long.
And with only 3 of his fellow rookies sitting ahead of him, maybe there's still time for him to kind of make enough noise and move up.
Well, getting that Rookie of the Year trophy would mean a lot to him, but with all the talent in this class, there's no shame in being number 4.
And the starting lineup for the Timberwolves. Edwards on the wing. He's joined by McDaniels. Gobert is out there with Randall. And it's Dillingham in at the point guard. And for the Warriors, we've got Chamberlain. Ellis is out there with Ball. Then it's Paul George. And it's Barnes at the power forward position.
Yeah, Gobert making good on the threat of his height and length. Just hammering it down.
You know, when Rudy Gobert is down low, it strikes fear into the opponent. This is a guy who has led the league in blocks and rebounds at different times. Inside the paint, he is just a nightmare to battle against.
Here's Randall, and the ball out of play. The Warriors will inbound. And here's Ball. He'll bring it up for San Francisco. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing that last matchup with San Antonio.
And a lot of people thought they were the favorites going into that one, but ended up being a much tougher game than most anticipated, and they just fell short.
Randall outside. Edwards against Ellis. Pass to Dillingham. Just 5 to shoot. Fires the 3. Wilt Chamberlain with the rebound.
Well, that is stifling coverage on the perimeter. That's how you stop a good shooter in his tracks.
Barnes dishes the ball. Chamberlain with a screen on McDaniels. San Francisco needs to get a shot off here. Ball. The shot's good on the assist by George.
And I love how Ball accepts the contact on his way up, not allowing it to alter his shot.
Now about 2 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Here's Dillingham. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
Yeah, he earned that one. I mean, taking the hit and still able to get that one to go down.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
And his average at the line stands at about 79% right now, so solid numbers in that department.
And Greg, talk about a guy who can create for himself. Dillingham can already score on elite defender.
Yeah, and Kevin, a lot of that is his footwork. You can see the hours he's put into it. And then add in the body control and quickness. Good luck slowing this young man down.
Well, defensively, all eyes are on Edwards, and that creates opportunities for others.
Outside, Ball. To the middle. White block shot. No good on that one. Great D that time from Edwards. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, I did get a chance to catch up with the Warriors head coach. And we talked about the bruising big man, Julius Randle. He told me Julius sets the tone for them with his physicality. So we have to try and match that. We can't let him bully his way into the lane and get to his spots. We have to make him uncomfortable. Kevin?
Thanks so much, David.
But here's the problem. Now, no one's got the strength to move Wilt off his spot, and no one has the height to challenge the shot at its point of release.
Now here's Gobert. 14 points from him the last game against Orlando. Chamberlain with the block. And here's the fast break. Paul leading the way. Left side, George. Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. Back to Ball. Over Dillingham. That one a little long. Timberwolves have gone 4 of 7 from the field, shooting over 50%. Offensive rebound. Gobert the pass to Edwards. Edwards with another miss.
Yeah, I'm not sure if he's going to be able to shoot his way out of this one or not.
And George kicks the ball. Pass to Chamberlain. With the second effort. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
First personal foul.
It's going to be on Rudy Gobert.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
And the defense of the Timberwolves stand as good as it gets.
Well, Kevin, they can compete with anyone when it comes to size, not just up front, but on the wings. They're long and athletic, but it all comes down to execution, and they get it done.
There has been a lot of discussion about the length of the NBA season, GA. Do you think 82 games is the right number?
Well, I do. It's worked well for over 50 years, so why change it? And if we do change it, it affects records and how we compare the game across the earth.
It's good from long range.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Edwards with it. He had a 30-point outing their last game against the Magic in Orlando. Randall against Barnes. 2 points. That one goes.
How about the vision there by Ball, showing the unselfishness, just being a willing passer.
And so Chris Finch calls for the timeout. Wants to regroup and go over the strategy. And right there is the list of rookie assist leaders for the last 10 games. It's been all about team play for this group lately. Timberwolves trail by 5. Randall right side, and they cash in right away with the quick shot.
And we've seen Randall add a three-point shot. However, this is the area of the court he's most comfortable, that mid-range.
Now, here's Ball. He averages about 5 points a game. Pass to Ellis. San Francisco passing it around. Shot clock at 5. 11 feet away. Barnes can't get it to go. For Minnesota, they've gone just a shade under 50% from the field. 5 of 11. And there's Gobert putting it right back in.
That's just an excellent save by Gobert, grabbing that rebound and getting his team a second opportunity.
It's Edwards on the wing. Knocks down the 3-ball. Edwards got 5 points so far.
Gets one to fall, but only his second make in the first 7 attempts.
Chamberlain, the pass to Barnes, and the dunk by Barnes.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. So it's the Timberwolves now. Last game matched up with the Magic. A tough loss there.
And that was a game to forget. You'd like to find some teachable moments, but I think they'd like to just turn the page and move forward.
Well, everyone has off nights. They just need to make sure that they bounce back strong. Well, he certainly had trouble finding the mark this quarter.
Barnes finds Ellis. Outside, George. Pass to Barnes. 6 to shoot. Over Randall. Chamberlain trying to get open. Gobert pulls it in.
Oh, you got to finish at the rim right there. You hate seeing those opportunities go to waste.
A fantastic decision-making big. Randall with the right choice there, finding the open man.
And here are the Warriors now, following the 3 by Minnesota. On the wing, Barnes. He's defended by Randall. And that one's good, Barnes.
Well, the defense can't lose track of him. He's just too talented offensively.
McDaniels, a screen on Barnes. 3-pointer, Randall. Warriors with the rebound. Chamberlain got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Ellis with it. Now defended by Gobert. George dishes the ball. Back to George. Chamberlain kicks to George. No good on the 3. Minnesota's gotten just 2 of 6 to fall from three-point range so far in the first. Stolen by Ellis. Outside, Ball. Pass to George. Back to Ball. Wants to get it to Barnes and does. The three from George. Rebound, Minnesota.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
And Gobert throws it down.
Well, you know, Gobert doesn't usually show off much, but that was special.
Nice angle on that replay with the AT&T 5G Slam Cam.
Timeout.
It'll be San Francisco with their first timeout of the game here.
And clearly, he's in a lot of pain. They call time, and the trainer's going to get a chance to go out and check him over.
Big group substitution now for Minnesota. Reed, he's checked in for Gobert. O'Neal comes in for McDaniels. Alexander Walker, he's checked in for Edwards. And Curry subbed in for Dillingham. Adams trying to free himself up. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. So, Stan, we watched Kentavious Caldwell-Pope's career, and he's played for a handful of teams. And he's been a starter on multiple title teams, including the 2020 LA Lakers.
Yeah, Kevin, I loved coaching him. This guy is a hard worker. He's one of the best conditioned athletes in the league. His stamina is incredible. He knocks down threes. It's not a coincidence that he's been on championship teams in 2 different cities.
Amazing. Cody Martin, he's checked in for the Timberwolves.
Yeah, great effort tonight, and he's been rewarded with trips to the line.
Randall passes to Reed. Randall surveying the D. Ball with the rebound.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
On the wing, Thompson. Defended by Alexander Walker. Thompson passes to Caldwell-Pope. That puts them in the lead.
Caldwell-Pope is a well-practiced shooter. Once the ball is in his hands, he's into his motion.
And here's Randall. 29 points for him last game against the Magic in Orlando.
Yeah, and the effort on the boards last game gave them that many more chances.
Now here's Ball. And there's the drive. And easy 2 points on the layup. Now it's a 3-point Warrior lead.
And Ball being aggressive there with his penetration, seizing on any open space to get to the basket.
Here's Alexander Walker. That one's in, his first shot this game. Here's Ball. His last outing, he had 8 points. And San Francisco calls time here. Chamberlain's checked in for San Francisco. Minnesota also with the sub. Edwards, he's checked in for Julius Randle. Ball, the pass to Chamberlain. Thompson outside. Back to Chamberlain. And Chamberlain with the stuff.
And that's just too easy. The size, strength, length. No way to stop Chamberlain once he gets the ball in that close.
Alexander Walker with the ball. He's guarded by Caldwell-Pope. Alexander Walker passes to Edwards. Reed with a screen for Edwards. A three-pointer off the mark.
And even without that three-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
I mean, that can happen to anyone, but it's ugly every time it does.
Yeah, that's one he'd like to have back. Those are the opportunities you have to convert. Well, it's been a frustrating night for him at the offensive end. Just not able to give them any kind of a lift.
Chamberlain kicks the ball. The basket good off the assist from Chamberlain. Ball's got his third basket of the night. Timberwolves trail by 6. Now, Alexander Walker. And right now he's averaging about 7 points a game. Edwards against Ball. Just 4 to shoot. The Timberwolves need to get a shot off here. Reed misses.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
There's no airspace there whatsoever. That's as close as you can get without foul.
Now here's Thompson. His last outing, he had 18 points. Back to Ball. Pass to Thompson over Edwards. And they get it back. And it's San Francisco. With their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Warriors.
Well, their defense has been really impressive, especially the number of blocks they've managed to get. It's not easy to keep denying guys at the rim.
And they are also just outworking the opposition in transition. When the break is on, they've continued to find ways to score.
Contavious Caldwell-Pope is out there with Jose Alvarado. Then it's Paul George. Then there's Chamberlain. And it's Mobo in at the 4 slot. Greg, what a great time to be a fan of basketball. Not just in the NBA, but all over the world.
Absolutely, Kevin. The sport just continues to grow. And there's increased value being placed on all-around skill, even in youth basketball. And I think that bodes well for the future of the game.
On the court for the Timberwolves as our second quarter is underway. They've got Martin. Anthony Edwards out there with Nickeil Alexander-Walker. Then it's O'Neal. And it's Reed in at the center.
Well, I'd say any play with Edwards on the finishing end has a good chance of succeeding.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Kevin, thank you very much. The Timberwolves have become a rough and rugged team. Swingman Jaden McDaniels said, "We don't let nobody push us around. We're always being physical defensively. I feel like we're a tough team, super tough." Kevin, they certainly have the size to hold their own.
Always being physical. But, David, that's their identity. And we thank you for the report. Here's Alexander Walker. Paul George making his last shot. Alexander Walker with the ball. Can't get it to fall, and he's missed the second after making his first. Pass to Alvarado. Back to Caldwell-Pope. Now Alvarado. Edwards defending. Caldwell-Pope right side. Now here is Chamberlain. Back to Caldwell-Pope. They get it again. Alvarado with it. Caldwell-Pope outside. Off target from three-point range. Timberwolves trail by 6. Edwards finds Martin. Shoots over Alvarado. And it's good off the back rim and in. Martin's got his first 2 points of the night. San Francisco has gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Pass to Chamberlain. Shoots over Reed. It's rebounded by O'Neal. Minnesota's gone 1-2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Fires for 3. Chamberlain with the rebound. Chamberlain got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. Stolen by O'Neal. Now Alexander Walker. Outside Edwards. Screen by O'Neal. Lets it fly. Edwards no good.
Well, if you have the space, you have to take that shot. He missed it, but he's trying to keep the defense honest. Well, when you move the ball, you open up the defense. Great job to make the unselfish play.
And we've got a timeout called from Chris Finch. He's ready to talk things through with the team. Ellis, he's checked in for Contavious Caldwell-Pope. Gobert, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. Dillingham comes in for Cody Martin. Here's Dillingham. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against the Magic in Orlando. Bounce pass from Reed. Reed with a screen for Dillingham. The Timberwolves again can't hit.
Well, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
Oh, nice work finding the open man by George. Plays like this prove he's a team player.
Timberwolves trail by 8. And almost 4 minutes gone here in the second quarter of play. And stolen by Chamberlain. Pass to Mobo. Now that's how to finish the break. Throw down with force.
Finding a little rhythm here that they have to like where they're at.
Yeah, you're seeing their offense in a flow. Now it's time for their defense to turn up the heat a little more.
And Minnesota has possession. San Francisco making their last shot. Here's Edwards. And Ellis with the block. Here's Alvarado. Nothing on the board. Screen by Ellis. It's Ellis on the wing. Back to Alvarado. The three from George. Dives for it, and they recover it. Chamberlain down low. Defended by Gobert.
Just not there from a rhythm standpoint right now. It's really eluding him.
You know, Coach, what more can you ask? The reigning 4-time Defensive Player of the Year, Rudy Gobert.
Well, Kevin, since you asked, his impact in the playoffs hasn't always been the same as during the regular season. That's got to be the next step.
3 on the clock. Here's Dillingham. The Timberwolves again can't hit. San Francisco leading by 10. Ellis surveying the D. Pass to Mobo. From the arc. Here's Chamberlain, and that's good. A nice job in the glass as they pick up 2 on the second effort.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Here's Dillingham. He's defended by Alvarado. Back to Edwards. Over Ellis. Looking to end the run. That one's in there. The Warrior lead is cut down now to just 10 on the basket from Gobert.
And good luck keeping Gobert off the boards. He has a tremendous nose for the ball.
Pass to Ellis. And here's George. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. As a coach, what were some of your favorite parts, Stan, of life on the road?
Well, Kevin, we get treated really well on the road in the NBA. I mean, you travel on great charters. People take care of your bags. We stay in great hotels. But my favorite part of being on the road was when we were on our way home. Easier to win at home, family at home. That was the favorite part of it.
How about the bonding experience that a lot of coaches talk about when you're out there kind of alone against the forces, just you and your team?
Well, I definitely think players bond on trips like that because they're not going in different directions. They team to spend time together. I don't think any of them ever wanted to spend time with me.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Now here's Ellis. 5 points in the game. Now Alvarado. Pass to George. Over Edwards. San Francisco again missing. Timberwolves trail by 12. Looking to end his cold spell. He takes it up and lays it in. And that's now 10 points for Anthony Edwards. Alvarado with it. Still scoreless. George with the ball. And that one, good. George has got the lead up to 12 now for the Warriors.
I love seeing George be so assertive down low. Certainly doesn't lack confidence. An accomplished scorer.
Now here's Randall. And we know he can score. He's averaging around 21.5 points a game. A little shot fake there, got the D out of position. Randall's got 6.
And that's not nearly the kind of defense that's going to prevent a player of his ability from scoring.
Outside, George takes the 13-footer. Good on the bucket. 10 points for him.
Well, nice turnaround for him here in the second quarter. Had a cold start, but never lost his confidence.
Randall outside. Lets it go with a three. The three-pointer is right on target.
In helping the team space the floor there, Randall with so much more confidence now from the outside.
Alvarado passes to Ellis. Adams outside. Back to Ellis. And the bucket is good. Three-point play chance here for him.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
And he is a cool customer at the line, guys. You've got to be when you're shooting 84% on the season.
Lonzo Ball is checked in for Jose Alvarado. And the Timberwolves also making a change. Alexander Walker's checked in. Timberwolves trail by 12. Here's Dillingham. He provides a good amount of offense for the team, averaging around 11.5 points a game. And another three for Minnesota.
Terrific ball movement leading to the basket. You love to see it.
Ball dishes to George. Ellis outside. Clock at 4. Pass the ball. A three ball. Bangs home the trifecta. Ball's got 10 points in the game.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first. Well, they're behind, but it's certainly not because of him. He's doing everything he can. He just needs more help from his teammates.
Timeout called the Warriors.
And as fans and broadcasters, we're not permitted to hear the specifics in these huddles.
Well, as a coach, you want to cover just one or two major points. That way guys can absorb it and go out and execute.
As we close into the start of the playoffs, let's see how the West is stacking up. You look at San Francisco, what a run they've had this year in first place and charging seemingly at will toward the postseason. These guys have been outstanding. And, of course, Minnesota, right now, quite a ways down below.
Well, right now for the Timberwolves, they find themselves as just a middle-of-the-road team this year. Opponents they would have blown away last season are giving them all they can handle at this point.
Well, it shows you just how quickly things change in this league. Even if the rosters look similar, these aren't the same opponents.
Here's Alexander Walker. 5 points in the game.
And we talk about Hill so much at the offensive end, but there he does it defensively.
Here's Barnes. Oh, wow, what a quick move inside.
That is incredible.
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying to get back into a game like this.
Ouch, Greg, that is definitely an emphasis jam. A big apostrophe or exclamation point, maybe even a question mark. Randall no good.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Barnes kicks the ball. Hield sets the pick for Ball. Pass to Thompson. Minnesota with the rebound. Last time they met was in Minnesota.
When they ran the offense right, they found some easy shots, but on that occasion, it was few and far between.
Yeah, they had a hard time getting the looks they wanted on offense, and it's hard to get a win when that's the case.
And here is Ball, following Julius Randle's three. Thompson outside. Here's the three. A rebound by the Timberwolves. Gobert's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. Here's Dillingham. Wilt Chamberlain with the rebound.
And he's still scoreless in this quarter. And at this point, they can use every point they can get.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Here's Dillingham. He's covered by Ball. Here's McDaniels. Barnes grabs the miss.
Well, this was his shot to miss, honestly. Poor coverage, good setup. He just couldn't knock it down.
San Francisco passing it around. Pass to Chamberlain. Minnesota with the rebound. Randall's got 4 rebounds in this game. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. Gobert with a screen on Ball. Alexander Walker passes to Gobert. That shot off. Healed left side. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a 3-point play chance here for him.
Resourceful move there. That was not an easy one to convert.
Well, you've got to be creative when you're up against a bigger defender.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight. Free throw drops for Hield. And it's San Francisco sitting with a comfortable lead, up by 14. They've had such great ball movement and shot selection, and it's led to a terrific field goal percentage. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks, Kevin. Contavious, you guys came out with a lot of energy in the first half. What got you going?
Like you said, we came out with a lot of energy. We wanted to get easy basket layups, and knock down shots.
You got all that and more in that first half. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow. Right here on 2K Sports.
Hey folks, happy you joined us. The action tonight a bit wild and a big deficit now for the Minnesota Timberwolves.
You can do everything else, but if you don't take care of the boards, well, you know what I'm going to say.
Your goose is cooked? You're in hot water? Any of those?
Where were you born, Ernie?
And now, as the season winds down, a look at the Western Conference picture.
You know, right now for Minnesota, they've clearly taken a step back as a franchise. You hate to see that. Something isn't right with this team. I don't know if it's personnel, the coaching. They're going to have to make some changes in the offseason.
And that'll do it for halftime. We send you back to Kevin Harlan, who has the second half call.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. We're seeing a tremendous game from Julius Randle.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, I'd love to see what they drew up in the locker room, because you're right. He's the problem right now.
Barnes out there with Chamberlain. Then there's Lonzo Ball. Then it's Ellis, and it's George in at the 3 spot. And for the Timberwolves, Edwards on the wing. He's joined by McDaniels. Randall out there with Gobert, and it's Dillingham in at the 1 spot. And for the Warriors, we've got Barnes. Ellis is out there with Lonzo Ball. Then it's Paul George, and it's Chamberlain in at the 5. And standing 6'9", Jaden McDaniels, possessing tremendous length for a perimeter defender.
Yeah, Kevin, and he can really move his feet, too. Jaden McDaniels is clearly one of the best and most versatile perimeter defenders in the league.
Now, here is Chamberlain. Gobert pulls it in. Gobert's got 11 rebounds in the game. Tipped away and stolen by Chamberlain. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, Rudy Gobert has tied for the most Defensive Player of the Year awards all time. but he's challenging himself to do more offensively. He said it's all about just being okay with missing or making mistakes, freeing my mind and doing the things that I work on to get out of the shell that I was being put in. Kevin, back to you.
All right, David Aldridge, we thank you for that report. Here's Randall following the basket made by Wilt Chamberlain. To the paint, here's McDaniels, and he floats in for the easy two. Credit the assist on that one.
Yeah, very hot start out of halftime, making their first 3 shots, getting the looks that they want, and knocking them down.
Ball feeling it out a bit. Pass to Chamberlain. Back to Ellis. From downtown. Yes, and a nice assist from Chamberlain. Chamberlain got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Here's McDaniels. Dillingham setting the screen for McDaniel. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good.
Well, after 3 straight makes, that's their first miss of the half.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Stan, I've always admired you. Come from a coaching family. Was there a point growing up you knew you wanted to be a coach?
Yeah, look, I loved being around the game, and so 2 things happened that drove me into coaching. Number 1, I loved baseball, and I couldn't hit one, so that was out. And I wasn't a good enough basketball player to go on that way, so if I wanted to stay involved in the game, that's when I knew I wanted to be a coach.
But your dad had a little bit of that in his background. I say in a little kind of tongue-in-cheek, right? He was a guy that led the way in your interest there.
Yeah, my dad coached for over 40 years, and I think he had a great passion for it and always used to tell us that he never actually felt like he worked the day in his life. He loved it so much.
Following in his footsteps. Terrific story.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Barnes against Randall. Gobert with a screen on Barnes. Randall with the bucket.
Yeah, an underrated ball handler. Randall can beat you off the dribble. He keeps pressure on the defense.
Ball finds George. From the line, Gobert pulls it in. Timberwolves trail by 15. Pass to Dillingham. And here's Randall, covered by Barnes. Randall passes to Gobert. And slam dunk by Gobert. Great game for him. Double-double down. 10 points and 12 rebounds. It's Ellis on the wing. It's up a 3. And it's McDaniels with the rebound. McDaniels got rebound number 5 here tonight. Fades. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. They led by as many as 18 points. They'll be playing host to Chicago for their next game. And that one's good. Barnes.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
And so Chris Finch calls for the timeout. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly. San Francisco making a switch here. Fields checked in. Let's use this break in the action to show you the teams that in the last 10 games have been the NBA's best fast break teams. In 4th, the Timberwolves.
You know, I don't think we're going to see a shot clock violation in this one, fellas. I mean, both of these teams play at a breakneck pace.
So it's the Timberwolves now. 15-point game. Here's Randall. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Lonzo Ball picks one up.
You know, one thing you have to admire about Randall is his hunger to get better. He is a real leader who leads by example.
Both free throws good from Randall. So, Stan, have been wondering about these different approaches. The development system for youth basketball is vastly different in the U.S. than in Europe. Which do you think is best?
Well, I think in terms of developing skills, Kevin, we've seen it. The European players of all sizes have very well-rounded games skill-wise. They do a lot of work on a daily basis developing those skills, whereas in the U.S., our young guys play a lot of games in the AAU system. Skill development not as strong, but they do learn to compete on an everyday basis.
Here's George, following the basket by Julius Randle. Can't hit from the elbow. Here's Dillingham. He's covered by Ball. Edwards a screen on Barnes. Randle passes to Edwards, and Edwards with the stuff.
Well, and it took a terrific effort at both ends to sustain this run.
Yeah, it's normally the defense that fuels a comeback, but let's see how much they have left in the tank.
Now, here's George. He's got 15. Healed the pass to Chamberlain. Clock at 6. Gobert with the block.
Well, just outstanding positioning and timing by Gobert. He tries to block as many shots as he can.
Yeah, this offense is rolling. They've been assertive, but they're also playing under control.
Yeah, you know, I like how they're not relying on just one guy to get it done. They're sharing the ball and keeping the defense guessing.
Now Edwards. After the missed three from Buddy Hield. Edwards loves it in there.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Sure. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And you know, George is a tough cover. The length, the range, smooth athlete, very difficult to match up with.
Throw good, Paul George. Alexander Walker, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. Second free throw, no good.
And what I love about Paul George, the production, year after year after year.
There's the screen. Here's Randall. The rebound by Hield.
Solid rebound there, and with the score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy.
Ball, the pass to George. Shoots over Alexander Walker. A nice shot by George. George has got 8 points in the quarter.
And we know George can score from all 3 levels, which is why he's capable of catching fire.
Chamberlain with the block. Randall no good.
Well, the defense got lucky there. More often than not, he's making that shot. He led him with the pass there, almost like a quarterback timing a route. That was impressive.
Edwards passes to Randall to the left side wing. Here's Alexander Walker, defended by George.
Yeah, you wonder what is he thinking right now. He's not shooting the ball well, and shots like that only hurt his team more.
And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Ball. Naz Reid, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. O'Neal comes in for Edwards. And Randall has got the ball here for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Trailing by 10. And we've got a timeout called from Chris Finch. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guys. Klay Thompson, he's checked in for the Warriors. And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for Klay Thompson.
And looking at his offensive numbers from the past few years, it seems like teams around the league have kind of figured him out. He's having to work a lot harder for his points, and they haven't been coming nearly as easily as they used to.
Now, here is O'Neal. No scoring in this one. Randall outside. Clock is at 3. The shot, no good. Some solid defense from Chamberlain.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Arguably the smoothest jumper in the game, Klay Thompson.
Now here's Randall. He's got 25 to end the run. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
Now let's check out some stats for Ball. How his last 10 games have gone. Averaging about 4 points, 5 assists, and 2 rebounds. But you look at the rebound totals, and it's a big
nice to see
what he does for this
Chamberlain's
team.
been carrying him all season long. Now his teammates are carrying him when he's hurt. Good team performance, man.
First free throw is good. Both free throws good from Randall.
And just a better job of getting to the line here in the second half. Didn't get there once in the first.
Pass to Thompson for the 3. A rebound by the Timberwolves. Randall's got 6 rebounds here tonight.
Well, this is certainly not the game he was hoping for offensively, but they've been able to find points as a team even without his contributions.
Count it, good.
Great quarter for him at the offensive end, trying to will his team back in the game.
Here's Mobo. And here's Chamberlain. He's got 9. Thompson misses.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
Wow. And here we go. San Francisco, fast break. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
The high basketball IQ of Klay Thompson, finding a better look there.
Timberwolves trail by 11. Randall left side. Pass to Dillingham. O'Neal outside. Chamberlain with the rebound. Chamberlain got his 20th rebound here tonight. Saw that coming. Mobo gets the basket.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball.
Small ball has been devastating in transition.
They have completely dominated.
Now here's Randall. He has 29. And Randall throws it down.
And this is how Randall likes to operate, taking it in to the defense over and over again.
Here's Chamberlain. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Personal foul.
And he hasn't cashed in on his chances at the line, only making 1 free throw.
And of course, we'd all like to see his percentage at the line improve, but he just does not have the touch right now. He's in the 60s.
Cody Martin, he's checked in for Dillingham. So he picks up just 1 from the line that time. Timberwolves trail by 12. Hey, Coach, what about Naz Reid after going undrafted back in 2019? He is really showing him, isn't he?
Well, Kevin, what a story. Uncommon skill level for a player of his size. He can shoot the ball. He can handle the ball. He's got a lot in his arsenal.
And the defense cannot underestimate Randall's strength. Pushes right through the contact and gets the shot.
On the wing, Thompson. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. Ball's got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. Minnesota's gone into a slump here from 3-point range, shooting just 1 of 5 here in the 3rd. Pass to Randall. Fires away from outside. Chamberlain with the rebound. Chamberlain, Warriors leading by 13. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Mobo gets the basket.
And not quite as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half. Sticking to the high percentage shots, playing smart with the lead.
Now here's Randall. He's tightly guarded. And the call will be against Lonzo Ball. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far.
3rd team foul.
O'Neal finds Alexander Walker. Now here's Randall. No good on the last second attempt there. Paul George, he's been the guy making things happen for the Warriors. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. We'll return shortly. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to fire.
Yeah, it's pretty to watch. It's great to have so many big men in the NBA who can dish it like this.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. And so in the game for the Timberwolves, Edwards is out there with Nickeil Alexander-Walker. Then there's Reed. Then it's Royce O'Neal. And it's Martin in at the small forward.
Well, with his team leading, he might just want to put that one in his pocket next time.
Now Edwards. Pass to Reed. And Reed throws it down.
Well, showing off his power. Reed gave the dunk everything he had.
Here's Kolek. Puts it up from 17, and the rebound goes to Martin. Here's O'Neal. Reed with it. Outside for Martin. Kept alive. Goes back up. Fires from deep. The Warriors pull it in. They led by as many as 18 points. Healed the pass to Barnes. O'Neal with the steal. Alexander Walker finds O'Neal.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Warriors.
Well, their passing has been just exceptional, and it's opened up the floor for them on numerous occasions.
And also, they are working the opposition from the mid-range, continuing to fire away with confidence from there.
Steven Adams, he's checked in for the Warriors. O'Neal hits them both.
And they came out of the locker room after halftime with a much more physical approach than what we saw in that first half.
Here's Kolek. Pass to Barnes. To the inside. Thompson. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Reeves got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Edwards with it. Guarded now by Barnes. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up. So Edwards will go to the free throw line. Harrison Barnes picks one up. And despite his young age, Coach Van Gundy, Anthony Edwards' leadership qualities growing day by day.
Yeah, Kevin, and a lot of it's because he is great at both ends of the court. Confident, charismatic, upbeat. He's learning that delicate balance between taking over a game and bringing his teammates along for the ride.
Really in a good position thanks to the accuracy from beyond.
Alexander Walker passes to Edwards. Back to Alexander Walker. Martin kicks to O'Neal. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Now, here's Thompson. San Francisco passing it around. Offensive rebound. And Adams with the slam.
You have to put a body on Adams. He's too good of an offensive rebounder to not pay attention.
And so Edwards will bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. It's a 10-point game. Next matchup, they'll be home against the Suns. That'll be the first of 2 straight at home. Edwards against Hield. Inside, Adams. Rebound, Minnesota. Reeves got his 6th rebound on the night. Martin against Thompson. Martin the pass to Reed. O'Neal wide open. It's good from the top of the key. O'Neal's got 7 points for the quarter.
Well, good recognition there from Reed to realize that his best decision was to move the ball.
Timeout, Warriors. So it's both teams making substitutions here. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Hey, Kevin. Hey, during that last break, I heard the Warriors coach as he addressed the team. He told his players, I love the energy right now. You look like you're having fun out there. Keep playing for each other because our chemistry looks great right now. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David. Down low. And now the Timberwolves on the break. Chamberlain with the block.
And the quickness off the floor, the insane reach. Wilt, one of the greatest shot blockers you'll ever see.
Barnes kicks to Caldwell Pope. Pass to Chamberlain. Over Reed. 5 on the clock. The shot's good by Chamberlain. And the Warriors lead by 10.
Yeah, that fadeaway gave him more than enough space to get that shot up.
And that's a little lack of fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that slam, you're right. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
Yeah, but also credit the offense there. That's making a play when you really need it, and they need more of that.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Clearly a foul.
First team foul.
A free throw good from Chamberlain. Chamberlain hits them both.
And finally, a productive trip at the line after a lot of struggles here early on.
Caldwell Pope against Edwards. And it's San Francisco with the rebound. They led by as many as 18 points. Here's Barnes, and the dunk by Barnes.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. Gillingham with it. He's covered by Ball. Here's Edwards. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Wilt Chamberlain picks one up.
Well, what you have to love about Edwards is his drive. This is a guy that wants to be an all-time great when it's all said and done.
The first free throw is good. And, Greg, it didn't take long for Anthony Edwards to prove himself in the NBA.
There's so much to like about his game. As outstanding as his offense is, his defense cannot be overlooked. He is a lockdown presence when he needs to be.
Looking at who's out there now for the Timberwolves. Rudy Gobert, who's checked in for Reed. And Julius Randle subbed in for Martin. Here's Randle. Harrison Barnes picking up that last basket. Back to Randle. Out to the right wing. The drive by Gobert. And it's the Warriors on the break. Barnes dishes to Thompson. Ball with it. Pass to Chamberlain. It's hauled in by Edwards. Edwards got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Randle. It doesn't go for him. Good D by Barnes.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Thompson in the corner. It's good. The assist that time from Ball. Ball's got assist number 11 for him here tonight. Edwards against Caldwell Pope. O'Neal sets the screen for Edwards. A shot missing.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
And here is Ball. To the paint. Chamberlain down low. Gobert on him. And Chamberlain with the stuff.
That is ferocious.
You said it. That was ferocious. Timberwolves trail by 18. Edwards passes to Gobert. Outside, O'Neal. To the left wing. Randall outside. They could use a bucket. Nice jump shot. Good. Randall's got 35.
Yeah, he's in such a great rhythm right now. Makes sense to get him the ball any way you can.
Yeah, when you have a guy playing like he has been recently, he's got to be the first option on every possession. Wow, he's found his game offensively here in the second half. Really has turned things around.
Caldwell Pope against Edwards. Chamberlain with the block. Barnes down low. Thompson for three. Julius Randle with the rebound. Randle's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Pass to Gobert. Back to Randle. And he banks in the layup. And it's 37 points for Julius Randle.
Well, sometimes you tell players you can have a good game in a loss. You've just got to keep doing what you're doing, and the rest of us have to figure it out.
Now, here's Ball. Caldwell Pope outside. Chamberlain against Gobert. Yes, that goes in. And the Warriors lead by 18.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Here's Dillingham. He's covered by Ball. No problems knocking that one down. Randall's got 40 points.
Well, after dropping in 2 triples in the first half, he's now matched that mark here in the second half, and I wouldn't be surprised to see more of that.
That shot by Caldwell Pope, no good.
And I was sure that was money on that one, but everyone is afforded an easy miss or two.
Yeah, it was a great look. Sometimes they don't fall. You've just got to keep taking great shots.
Now, here is O'Neal. Now Dillingham shoots over Ball. Bounces high off the rim and drops. Guys, a good chance for them to slow it down.
Yeah, they definitely should use some clock here.
Outside, Ball.
2 minutes remaining.
Pass to Chamberlain.
2 minutes.
Over Gobert. O'Neal with the rebound. And here's O'Neal. He'll bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Trailing by 13. Edwards dishes to Gobert. Lays it up and banks it in.
Well, given how tall and lengthy Gobert is, it makes sense why he looks to score inside. Nice bucket there.
Now, here's Ball. Pass to Barnes. Caldwell Pope the bounce pass. Fades and shoots. A rebound by the Timberwolves. Gobert's got rebound number 19 now. Incredible board work. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Well, look, just the sheer size of Gobert is a problem in there.
And we've got a timeout called from Chris Finch. He's very aware of the timing here and the significance of getting things squared away with his team. And some changes here for the Warriors. Laravia's checked in, and Paul George is subbed in for Klay Thompson. McDaniels, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. So the first one drops, and that brings them to within 10.
Well, known for being an exceptional defender, Gobert also has a good sense for when he should look to score.
We've got 1:08 left in the fourth quarter. It's stolen by Gobert. Fires at the elbow. Edwards can't hit.
And there hasn't been anything easy for him in this period.
Well, the offense has to look for ways to get him easier shots, better selections. You have to be set up for success.
Now here's Caldwell Pope. Anthony Edwards unable to get his last shot to go in. Here's Chamberlain. And again, it's the Warriors missing. Minnesota with the ball. They're on a 13-4 run right now. Pass to Edwards. Now Dillingham. And it's off from three-point range. Outside ball. Here's Chamberlain. So we see the Warriors get the win here. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing at home tonight.
And it makes a big difference. Once they started to really play in rhythm, you never felt like they had any doubts as to whether or not they were going to win.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks very much, Paul. What was the area of emphasis coming into the game tonight?
I mean, we knew this is a team that you can't, take for granted. They play hard. So we had to, step it up, execute offensively, and, stop them from scoring.
Definitely the fundamentals, but those are the most important things. Thanks, Paul. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. So, for Stan Van Gundy, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thank you for watching the NBA presented by 2K Sports as we present our player of the game.
Bruising battle between these two teams. Team Chamberlain getting out and running 37 fast break points to 29. This was an open court game, man. Because it kind of had to be, because with Chamberlain not being able to dominate in the pivot like he has been doing all season long, they had no choice but to get out and run. Half court offense wasn't necessarily working as good. A lot of points off the bench for Team Chamberlain tonight, 34 points. But look at those assists. Game in and game out, they share the ball. That's the big thing. They share the ball, man. But how about Chamberlain? 8 blocks tonight, man. 8 blocks. And think about that. They won by 9 points. He had 8 blocks. There you go. There you go. Probably, and most of those blocks are around probably on layups and dunks that he took away from him. So this was a very winnable game for. And then look at that. Look at this distribution of points, man. Look at this. 19 for Barnes, George with 18, Chamberlain with 18, Mogbo with 14, Ellis with 11, Klay Thompson with 11, Lonzo Ball with 10, Caldwell Pope off the bench with 4, 3 for Hill, even Adams scored. Just sharing the ball, guys. Even distribution. Chamberlain doing the thing with the rebounds and defense and struggling to score, but he's trying. He can't explode like he used to. Paul George really carried him in the first quarter, the first half. And then Mogbo. I thought Mogbo had 7 for 7. All of his points were in transition. So that's why he's out there. Just to get a quick look at his skill, why he was picked on this team. I picked Mogbo because I felt like he would be able to do what he's doing now, get out there and get those quick lead outs. He's a decent finisher. But the big key is he's able to play the power forward spot and he has freakish speed at the power forward spot. He's 6'9", 220, and has elite speed for his position. Look at that. That's why I chose it. And he's agile. Not the strongest guy in the world, not the biggest leaper, but he can run his butt off, and he can take advantage of slower bigs. And you saw this in this game, and we needed it because a 10-point game, he had 14 points. I mean, that might have been the difference right there. You know, just him getting out running, getting. Let's take a look at it right now. Just him getting out running on a fast break. look at this. Getting rebounds, running, fast break dunk. That's a layoff, fast break, fast break, fast break, fast break. That's why he was picked, guys. That's his skill set. Get the hell out there and run, man. Get out there. see what you can get. Just get what you can get. Don't worry about the half court offense. We're not gonna go to you. We're never gonna run plays for you. You'll never have a play called for you, bro. If you want the ball, haul ass. That's your role, man. You want the ball, haul ass. Anyway, Julius Randle tonight, man, he went nuts. 40 points. Gobert with 20. Gobert and Chamberlain just down low, just battling all night. I think Chamberlain had 26 and Gobert had 20, so these two dudes were just battling all night. Just physical battle. And it's not even, man, look at that. Blocked on Chamberlain can't explode up, so easy block for Gobert. Beating Chamberlain in the back door, can't run with him. This could be a first round matchup because as we saw, the Timberwolves are fighting for that 8th seed right now. I think they had some injuries earlier to Edwards and Gobert that really helped to stop their season here in the Wilt Chamberlain series. So this could be a first round matchup. But Julius Randle with 40 points, just killing it. That superior skill at the power forward spot. Really should be a small forward, but in today's game, he's a power forward. Man, that is a tough shot. Man, garbage bucket. Guy can go out there and get you garbage points, but can also go out there and shoot the three. That's a nice skill set, nice bag to have. One of the best players in the league now, offensively. His potential, in my opinion. Let's take a look here at Edwards, too. Edwards didn't play particularly well. He went 8 for 25. But a lot of that, too, had to do with the fact that Chamberlain, remember, Edwards goes to the basket quite a bit. He just wasn't able to get the normal layups that he gets. Because a lot of his shots got blocked by Chamberlain or intimidated. He really didn't get his normal dribble. Remember, I think that's why they went away from him. They went to Randle because every time, because if you go with Randle, you're coming from the top side. That kind of keeps Chamberlain busy because if you go that route, he has to come off of Gobert. That can leave Gobert open for offensive rebounds. If you go with Randle, if you go with Edwards, you're coming from the outside in from the wing. You can still defend him while at the same time not necessarily giving up the offensive rebound to Gobert as much because you got backside support with your power forward. So I think that was smart by them to go to Randle because that will help him get better driving lanes because you have to stay with Gobert in that situation because if you don't, even if you stop Randle at the basket, it's almost a certainty that Gobert's going to get the offensive rebound and put it back in. So, but it's a good game, man. It was a good, well-played game by both teams. But there was the defense. It was a scrummy game, defense and running. Defense and fast breaking, man. That's what done it for Team Chamberlain tonight. Dipper can't dominate no more, but he can go out there and still influence the game. You know, interestingly enough, I think this kind of like really puts a lot of flavor on what he did. Like I said, with the '70s Lakers when he was on his way out, past his prime, playing with Jerry West. This is how he played with them. You defensive, making passes. He still could score on certain nights, but he didn't have the same athletic ability because he's getting low. He's still a great player, but he's just getting older. But we're gonna go ahead and move this along. Let's see who's up next on the schedule here as we make our way through the season. We got 2 weeks to go, guys, and it's playoff time for Team Chamberlain. They got the Chicago Bulls coming up. Let's take a look at the recent events. That hellacious 4 games and 4 nights. Man, that was brutal, man. They had a war with the Hornets. Had a pretty good game, so-so game with the Timberwolves. Excuse me, not the Trailblazers. Then a complete battle with the Hawks that went down to the wire. Chamberlain had some game-winning blocks to preserve that. Then Devin Vassel with the game-winning shot against San Antonio. Chamberlain not able to really do anything in that game too much. Yeah, well, he had a good game. He had 23 and 22, but when it came down to it, he wasn't able to make the big plays or anything when we went to him. Neither was Paul George. Wembanyama really didn't play very well. It was pretty much the team. They pretty much just ran They just ran plays on us and just executed. They got everybody involved, as you can see here, particularly with Vassell, Cassell, AJ Green, Shohan. And I think that's because he didn't get a play. He wasn't because De'Aaron Fox is injured. I think that forced them to become. Usually, sometimes when you lose your best player, it forces you to become a better team because you just can't rely on that superstar. You can't rely on just give him the ball and get out the way. Well, you saw this. If you go back and watch that game, man, Devin Vassell, they were running plays for him. He went 10 for 19 from the field, 8 for 15 for Castle. They were just giving guys good shots. And Wembanyama was just taking a back seat, just setting hard screens for guys. So it was a fun game to play with that one. I think that's why Team Chamberlain lost that one. And the fact Chamberlain wasn't himself. But anyway, moving along here, we take a look here at the season at glance. Team Chamberlain on its way to winning its 70th game. If they can isn't that something? If they can beat the Chicago Bulls, that's how apropos is that? They beat Chicago, they win 70 games. That's so apropos. If they can beat Chicago, they'll win 70. Mavericks are in, Nuggets are in, Spurs are in, Thunder are in the playoffs. We're used to play-in tournament at least. Let's go ahead and take a look at the big picture here. At the full big playoff picture at glance. With that loss, Minnesota now moves down. They're still in the play-in tournament, but they're going to be on the road. What you want to be, if you're going to be in the play-in, you want to be at the 8th seed or the 7th seed, so that way at least you have a home game. I'm not sure how it works, but I think the losers play the losers, and the winner gets a bye. Or they get the 7th seed outright, and they move on and play the number 2 seed. I think that's how that works. I'm not sure. Meanwhile, out east, the East is pretty much all done. I mean, the Knicks have overtaken the Hawks. The Hawks were number 1 seed. They've been overtaken by the Knicks. They're tied for the number 1 spot. I'm telling you, man, I love the Magic, man. Like if you watch Larry Bird, if you watch the Bird Magic series, man, this team is so underrated, man. These 2 dudes right here, man, they can carry a squad, bro. And then you go in Jalen Suggs, they are a problem. Team Bird in the first round barely beat those guys. Almost won 7 games. Cleveland struggling. They traded away Siakam to get Zach LaVine. They're playing him at small forward, which I don't understand that. I would go ahead and just put him at the 2-guard spot because that's his natural position. And then you can bring in Nembhard and put him at the 3. And I think you have a better starting 5. You just bring, and not Nembhard, but Toppin, I should say. Bring Toppin, put him at the small forward. That way you'll have a better front line, and you can set better screens for LaVine and Halliburton to get better shots. But that's just the way I would play it. Bucks are in at 7. Bulls right now in. Pistons on the bubble, as are they're not gonna. They got 8 games to go. They're gonna need a complete collapse by the Pistons or the Bulls. The Pistons really to move in. They're in the play-in tournament right now, but they're gonna have to hold sway because Miami's right there. If they lose 2 more games, they can overtake Philadelphia. So we'll see how it plays out, guys. But that's the way it stands right now. Next game coming up will be the Chicago Bulls coming to Team Chamberlain's home to take on Wilt Chamberlain and his boys. Wilt Chamberlain walking wounded, boys. Finding a way. Josh Giddey, Kobe White, Dosunmu, and Vujacic, who will be banging and slinging that three-point shot. Wilt Chamberlain, get the icy hot out. Get prepared to run, brother. I'll see you guys soon for that one coming up here in the next 15 minutes. Thanks for watching.